Hello, today I'm speaking with Emily Elizabeth Windsor-Cragg. Hello, Emily.
Hi, how are you, Alex?
I'm very well, and I hope you are very well.
Oh, it's hot.
Yeah, you are in California.
Yes.
I shall just say very quickly, we are planning a much longer interview in the beginning of next week about Emily's research. But today we are going to speak about RFID chip, and Emily Elizabeth Windsor-Cragg is now I have to say right. You are biological first cousin with the English Queen, British Queen
Right.
Elizabeth
The
Alexandra
second.
Windsor, and you have done your research, so you believe or you know that you are also first cousin with the German Chancellor Angela
Right.
Merkel.
Merkel. Right.
And then
Haven't met her.
now I say the funny thing, you are a biological daughter of the British King Edward VIII, the English King George VI is your biological uncle,
Right.
and Adolf Hitler would be your biological uncle.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. My father's older illegitimate brother.
Yeah, and you live in California, and I live now in the Czech Republic, and I am a medical doctor. Normally, I'm a medical doctor in Sweden, and I use the name Alexandra JB from Illusion to Reality is the YouTube channel. I have another YouTube channel from Illusion to Reality that is a little bit blocked by YouTube. Google, I cannot upload there now, and I have two other YouTube channels in Swedish and Czech, and Emily had a YouTube channel before that was taken down, but you have maybe a new one? Could
I
you?
have a new one, but the old one, you see, had hundreds of historical videos.
Yeah.
And when they took it down, they didn't give me a reason that made any sense. They said something about I had interrupted or interfered with their security software, which was crazy. I didn't have any copyright strikes. I didn't have any community guideline strikes, and they never wanted to talk to me about any of it. So today, a friend, a subscriber, suggested I take another name, my sacred name, Shikaya, and start a new account there at YouTube, which I have done. And I have put up my most forward 4 videos there now, and they are all stuck on 0 views. So they are being looked at by the authorities or the managers or whoever it is at YouTube, and I don't know whether I will have an account tomorrow morning or not, because YouTube is very arbitrary, you know.
So we hope that it will work. So on Monday when we do our next video, so maybe if it works, so you can spell also the name, because is it S-H?
Shikaya. It's she, the word she, Chai, C-H-A-I, Ya, Y-A-H, Shikaya.
I hope it will work, but we know, all of us know, that videos has been taken down by YouTube, a lot of videos, and the whole YouTube channels, like if you know Ole Dammegård also, or Victorious Libertas, the original YouTube channel. They had some 70,000
Wow.
and you know what happened? US presidential candidate Robert David Steele asked them, Angie and Jim, on Victorious Libertas, if they could be so kind and publish my video with him.
Okay.
Because of the information that was there, they took down within 24 hours whole their YouTube channel. And I know that Angie, they have written something like that before they worked with this, so they could earn some maybe $2,000 US dollars a month on the what you get from the advertisement.
Yeah.
And now on the new YouTube channels, because it's also attacked by YouTube, they earn only like 100 per month.
I never made more than $20 per month. Doing about 10 videos a week, I made $20 a month.
Yeah,
They're
I have never earned anything because I don't even try to monetize it. But for example, I have organized myself 3 conferences in Prague. It cost a lot of money, and then they took the lecture of Ola Damegård down. So I, you know, this is illegal. This is against
Well,
free.
yeah, it's against human rights,
Yes.
because we have the right to express what is real for us. And if they don't happen to agree, well, that's just too bad. But they have the deep pockets, they have the money, and they can just do as they please. And that's part of our problem.
Yes.
Is that they are not accountable for their Nazism, N-O-T-S-E-E-I-S-M, Nazism. You see what I'm saying? Nazism.
Yes. Well,
Yeah.
so it's it's too sad that the information we cannot spread it because the mainstream, it's in your country the same as here.
Yeah.
If you listen to the mainstream, they can accuse whole countries and trying to provoke a third world war, and it's okay, and then they earn the money from us, from the taxes.
Yeah. And from the, they create a lot of drama.
Yeah.
They're sensationalists.
Yeah.
They create a lot of tempest in a teacup, I think is the expression from Britain. And it's all just about making money.
Yeah.
It's sad. It's sad. But we have to figure out how to work around and what to do that we can be positive, because I know I'm getting tired of just complaining. So now I'm thinking in terms of, okay, what can be done that's positive, that supports and promotes reason and relationships, okay? One of the things I'm working on is a vocabulary builder for education for children. And one of the things that I've arrived at is if you've ever studied the Claire Graves values profiles, there are levels of consciousness, 7 or 8 of them, that we go through as we grow in maturity and in wisdom. And one of the things that hasn't happened that can happen is that the levels can be codified and articulated so that people can have a better sense of what their capabilities are and how they can fit in together. I'm trying to, I've never gotten into psychology from the perspective of counseling, but it looks to me as if the whole world needs counseling right now. The world needs some sort of positive help, okay? And the medical profession being all about money, and big pharma being all about money, and electronics being all about money, there has to be some way that we can either hide from it or get loose from it or free from it, because we're not cattle to be marked and tagged. I understand surveillance, okay? Surveillance makes sense to me, and let me tell you why. Because this world, since the beginning, has been intruded upon and invaded and conquered by ETs. Since the beginning, the Anunnaki got here 450,000 years ago, and they dominated until the flood. And then after the flood, about 10,000 years ago, the domain showed up, and they began dominating with their high minds. That's where the the Illuminati come from is the domain, and that's what I want to talk about, is the capabilities of the Illuminati minds that have taken human society into their claws. They are such powerful minds. They really are high-minded, but then they have the intention to amuse themselves with drama, and we're the playthings on their play, scale. We're just the little people that they're manipulating, like a child playing with toys. There has to be a way to disarm that belief that life is nothing but a toy for a high-minded ET. All right, so this is some of the things that I'm grappling with to figure out what are our options? How do we hide from them? How do we keep them minding their own business? If we can become a little bit self-sufficient by being thrifty and living modestly, how do we stay out of their way? That's some of the really hard thoughts that I'm working on.
Yeah.
I want to stay out of their way.
Yeah, my thought that there are problems with the. Do you hear an echo now?
Yeah. No, I don't hear an echo.
Okay.
No echo.
Here, maybe somebody put something like YouTube is putting something in my. Now it's better. What I want to say that I'm on the same page, and I believe there are like now two races almost on the earth, main races, and the Anunnaki or the Illuminati, the real genetic.
They're on the two sides, yes.
They believe that they express also that they are superior.
And they are.
Humanity, intelligence maybe. Humanity is inferior. That there is a battle also among. We are not attacking them, but they are attacking us. Clearly, they say that this planet is ours, and there will be no discussion with us. We are not going even discuss with you as humans. I believe that both of us know that they want to exterminate people in billions, and this is a racism on another level. It's not. I'm not talking about racism against like black Afro-Americans.
I document those, everything you're saying. I can show you in the history books how they have declared that is their intention. You're correct about that.
And they are preparing, since 2013, they have been prepared to the real kill shot to provoke a chaos. And
there was a kill shot. There was a kill shot in 2011 that was called, it wasn't Iceland, it was the one, Elenin. Elenin was a kill shot. And our guys shot it down. And the following September, Ison was the technique or the piece of equipment that stripped all of the outer rings off of Nibiru, so that Nibiru has had to physically attach to our world now because it no longer has its safety outer rings.
Well, sorry, Emily, my view on what is Nibiru is different because I am watching what the Illuminati are saying that Nibiru is. And
tell me.
I would like to talk. It was my second topic that I would like to discuss with you, the Nibiru, but in another video. Could we do it?
Yes, because that's what I really want to hear.
It's perfect. Yes. It's perfect. So let's say in a few days we decide with.
Because these RFIDs, I don't know anything about them.
No, but I would like to discuss today the RFID chip, and if we could take in a couple of days
Yes.
another topic, which would be Nibiru, and it's great for both of us. I would love to talk about what the Illuminati are telling us that the Nibiru
Good.
is, and
Good.
it's something that they want to come. So I will.
Right.
It's like cliffhanger. But I would like to discuss this RFID chip because it's their weapon somehow against us, and it has also to do with 5G and 6G, as they say, satellites.
Frying us from the inside.
Yeah, but
Frying ourselves.
this RFID chip is not only about surveillance, and I will read for you all, and I will put the text there also.
Good.
This text is from a YouTube video from YouTube channel LieKillers, the original one. The original one, YouTube channel LieKillers, was started in November 2013. They had a lot of videos, and it was shut down in April, I believe 28th of April 2019 now. And then now they have another YouTube channel, LieKillers, which is from United States. But the months before they took down the YouTube channel, it was registered, as they say, in Czechia, which is the country that I am in now here. Most of my life I lived in Sweden, but I am now in Czechia.
Are you safe there, I hope? Are you safe? Are you safe?
We can discuss it another time.
I hope so.
I live like, if you can imagine how live Stanley Kubrick in a almost house arrest that you have chosen because you have the top Illuminati after you. So, but we don't discuss it. We concentrate on the chip. I can tell you later, or we can also record the whole situation if we do another video later. We have so much topics to talk about.
Yes, we
your
do.
research. So, but what happened is that the original YouTube channel was still working. So on 8th of April 2019, before that I sent the video to some friends, and Deborah Tavares from StopTheCrime.net and many
I know she.
Deborah Tavares, I say to the viewers that her YouTube channel is StopTheCrime.net new, which is very well. I recommend it highly. And
yes, I'm familiar with it.
Yes, and Deborah, I say for the others also, that she has a lot of documentation. She has found a lot of documentation. So it's really great, the documents that she has on her YouTube channel, StopTheCrime.net and primarywater.org. But she was so wise that she did a transcript, or her team, StopTheCrime.net, and she sent it over to me in the beginning of April. And it was before the YouTube channel was taken down by the Illuminati. It was their decision because it was too much information for us and too much evidence. So they took the original YouTube channel down, but we have the transcript, which is great.
Okay.
So I will read it, and I would like the viewers and Emily, we are going to discuss, to think about it from the legal point of view, and also if you can allow not only yourself how dangerous this is for you, but also if the neighbor get it, if it can be dangerous for you, if the neighbor has the RFID chip. When I read this, and the Illuminati are Satanists, and this YouTube channel is like satanic, and it's they are saying things that can even sound funny or somehow, but it's not, you shouldn't be playing with these people. They have the weapons, they are dangerous.
Yeah.
It's not just a joke. They have the weapons against us that we have paid here and in your country. And the development of the weapons, we have paid for them. But they are like, they took over really like cuckoos in the nest, or how you would tell it. They took over our resources and
I can see that you have basically the same understanding of the danger that we're facing as human beings that I have, and that we're dealing with a cosmic war between superior races in which we are just the little pawns, and the superior races that used to be part, the Nephilim are still, there's a few here. The Agarthians are a very superior race. The Anunnaki still have some influence, and I don't know at this point whether it's good, bad, or indifferent. I don't know what the Anunnaki are doing, but the Bigfoot are also a larger telepathic race. They're peaceful. They're not aggressive. And the non-aggressive races have kind of gotten out of the way, so that we, the little people, and we are little compared to them, have no defense against this war that's going on over our heads. And yes, it's a scary situation that very few people know about.
Maybe we could talk in another video about our defenses, who are not the paid secret services and military, but it's ordinary human beings who are restraining big false flags, and how we could do it, all of us, so that it wouldn't be only one restrainer, that it would be 7 billion of restrainers.
That's what I'm hoping, that
Yes.
we learn to be vigilant and connect and network, so that we can all help in that respect.
Yeah, and I would love to also to talk about it also, that one of their like weapons, but one of their what they use is a Illuminati coded language in the mainstream media all over the Western world and European Union. So it would be great to teach this language, so that.
Yes, but you see, I have no access to the mainstream media. I haven't had a television in this house since 1997. I don't want any access to the mainstream media. I don't listen to them. I don't watch them. I don't want to have anything to do with them.
Yes.
So if I'm going to learn that language, I'm going to have to go back and know who to listen to learn that language.
You know, it's, for me, it's different. I don't like to watch it either. I don't watch it because I like it. I dislike it, the mainstream media, but because I know the language, I have to watch it in order to prevent and restrain false flags. So
yes, okay, I understand that. So it's a form of vigilance, a form of watching.
It's a form of our defense. It's our defense of human beings, 7 billion human beings, against this. So it's part of our defense, global defense system.
Okay.
And then it's great that there are now a lot of countries that are against this new world order and this Illuminati system, that who are showing, the country's leaders are showing clearly, no,
thank you.
No,
thank you, not us.
We have, even like we as humans have also now military powers that are on our side, and it's important that we who live in Western countries and EU, European Union countries, where the problem is, that we like that we will do something against this system properly and take it from the root, one of things is that I am discussing to build new courts, and like international and also in the countries. The name would be something like the International People's Court of True Justice, and not lawyers. You don't need to be a lawyer. You need to have good moral, and not be like, okay, this man was working on extermination of 7 billion people. Let's be hard against him. No, it's not what I want, but I want to have all his property to be like
returned to the people.
We start then to speak for the other people who are sleeping. How we start to discuss with them is the money, because we have the potential to take down this year all the debt in all countries, actually.
I sure hope so.
Yes, we have the legal right, and we have the if you know the history, it's one of the keys how we can take down nullify the state, the debt. If you know the history and you know
the Jubilee.
You said, not really, not this way. You said yourself that your research led to that you believe or know that the Second World War was a false flag.
Right.
Yes, it's one of the key. Who will get the money back? Who will pay for this? So, but we discuss it another time. But now we have, now I read about the RFID chip, and it's from the Illuminati YouTube channel LieKillers.
Okay.
And I will say that if you are Christian, you know about the mark of the beast. But what they are saying, that the mark of the beast, or they call it mark of God, but you know who is their God, Satan.
Yes.
That it's a white tattoo. It looks like a little bit like torn crown of Christ, but it's 666. You can see that it's a tattoo, white tattoo on the forehead. If you watch some of the YouTube channel LieKillers videos, you can see this. And then it's something else. It's the RFID chip in the hand. So there are two things. Many Christians believe that it's the same thing, but they are saying that it's a white tattoo that you choose yourself, but they want to trick you to take the mark of the beast or mark of God, as they say, freely, on free base. But with help of the RFID chip, they want to manipulate your mind. So when you have the RFID chip, then you would like to take the mark. It's what they are saying. And it's their words. So it's the text. RFID chip LieKillers. RFID chip in the New World Order, secret features. I would say also now, New World Order, they express, is just 7 years of extermination of human race. And then after that comes something with Nibiru. Then after that will start their utopia. Do you say the word utopia or utopia?
I say dystopia. Dystopia. Yeah.
So that many people believe that New World Order is something that will last 1,000 years. It's not what they are saying in the last videos. They are saying that New World Order is a depopulation plan, extermination plan, which lasts in 7 years, divided into periods from the day they start a terrible chaos, Third World War, economic collapse, alien invasion, and then in the middle they will show something that they call Nibiru. They will show it. Then is the second terrible extermination, down to like exterminate 7 billion people. And then they are telling you what they are going to do. And after that starts first their utopia, dystopia. So we are going to talk about it when we are talking, when the topic will be Nibiru. So
Okay.
now I'm reading. RFID chip in the New World Order, secret features by LieKillers. All people will want to have the mark of God on their forehead or right hand. Those who reject it will not be able to buy or sell with their RFID chip. RFID chip implant will become a standard in the New World Order era. The RFID chip will not be hated. People all around the world will be desperate to have one. It will be trendy, cool, in, must have, and also required by employers and businesses. Radio frequency identification, RFID, uses electromagnetic fields. The RFID chip implant is injected under your skin and your brand new life begins. In the New World Order era, this RFID chip will be a necessity to survive. The New World Order RFID chip features are following. With the RFID chip, you can buy or sell. You can connect the RFID chip with various electronic devices. With the RFID chip and proper electronic devices, you will have access to your bank account. On the RFID chip are all your vital data. On the RFID chip is your vital virtual wallet. In the New World Order, there is one word virtual currency. On the RFID chip is your personal identification. On the RFID chip is your driver's license. You can use the RFID chip to interact with your smartphone and various applications. You can use the RFID chip to unlock doors. On the RFID chip will be stored all data needed for your doctor and hospital. The RFID chip has GPS built in and will be used to track your location and activities. The RFID chip will remotely know all about your health status and mood status. The RFID chip will be able to remotely influence your health status and mood status. The RFID chip will be able to remotely make you blind so you won't see anything. This is the first page of 2. Do you have anything to say up till now before
I have one thing to say. In the United States, 1/3 of the people absolutely will not accept the RFID chip, no matter what they threaten. We will not have it. Absolutely no. No, it's not going to happen. We won't allow it.
Yes, and what do you believe, if you can express, what do you believe?
I'm just looking at, because I've been on the internet now for 30 years. And looking at the consensus building that's going on and the fight between the Democratic left, which wants to kill our own children, invite hostile immigrants into our country, disarm our citizens, and adopt profligate sex practices. That's the Democratic platform, okay? Most of the people stand against that Democratic platform because it is national suicide, all right? And the RFID chip is advocated by the people who are on the Democratic platform. So it's not going to get any traction in this country.
Yes,
So what,
yes, and it's great. I hear again some very bad sound. It's not me who is doing it. Anyways, I will say in the end what I think about this what you are saying, Democrat. It's not Democrat. You can hear that it's not democratic.
yes,
But I will tell you something about the presidential election 2016
16.
and who influenced who. This funny situation that Trump was influenced by blah blah blah. I can tell you the real influence on the Democratic side, because Hillary Clinton was the presidential candidate #1 in the Democratic.
Yeah.
Yes, and I can tell you that we have a written document, who she was talking to in 2nd of June 2014. What kind of power?
Okay, but
In the end.
yes, but 20 years ago when they were in the White House, Bill and Hillary were giving secrets, military secrets to the Chinese. And I lived with an attorney who was planning a Ketam suit against them for treason. So yes, it's not a surprise to me that that group, that Democratic group, all embedded together with the some faction over their heads. Okay, there's a faction over their heads, and I would say that they're probably following the Illuminati side.
You know what, Emily? It's much worse than that. It's nobody from a foreign country. It's somebody who lives in America, in your country, in the United States, who is the real power behind. And no, I can tell you then, but it's domestic. It's in your country, and you
Okay.
can help us all. You can help us all, but I will. Shall I continue, because it's
Yes,
worse and
continue.
worse and worse.
Continue. Yes.
The RFID chip will be able to remotely make you deaf, so you won't hear anything. The RFID chip will be able to remotely make you dumb, so you won't speak. The RFID chip will be able to remotely monitor or record everything you see, everything you hear, everything you speak. The RFID chip will be able to remotely wipe out all or manipulate your memories. Your memories. The RFID chip will be able to remotely put in your brain fake memories. The RFID chip will be able to remotely make you feel pain on selected part of bodies. The RFID chip will be able to remotely monitor if you are hungry or thirsty. Monitor if you want to go to a toilet. The RFID chip will be able to remotely influence your behavior, feelings, and decisions. The RFID chip will be secretly sending all data about you to one world government. The RFID chip will monitor absolutely everything about you and the area around you. The RFID chip will remotely be able to make you suffer. The RFID chip will be able to remotely kill you. For this all is needed a powerful 5G network to handle so much of data in high speed. For this all is needed a powerful space probe network to handle so much data in high speed. This thing will become a breakthrough in the mass surveillance of people, in the mass mind control of people, in the mass mass manipulation of people. And the best part is that majority of people will be desperate to have one because they won't know about some secret features mentioned in this video. The RFID chip will change your life. People with the RFID chip will most likely accept the mark of God because the RFID chip will manipulate their mind, so they will feel that the mark of God is for them like a drug which they must have at any price. Your life will never be the same again. And you know what? The Illuminati have to tell us before. It's their ethics, their religion.
Yes, I know, but they're not going to be able to do it.
Yeah, so it's important that this information will.
Yes, that's what they plan on doing, and that's what they have been able to do to some individuals on a test case basis. But there's more going on than even them. There's more going on over their heads also. And so, yeah, I understand this. I've heard this before, what they threaten to do against humanity. And it's inhuman and it's cruel and it's sickening. And, you know, like any war or any contest, we're going to have to see who wins and who says no and who stands up and refuses to play their game, and how many people do have to do pass. We all pass on. We all die. You know, there's no exceptions. Everybody dies. All right. So the question is, after it's all over, who will be left? And what will they be left with?
Emily, in another video, we can talk about what they are saying, the Illuminati, about immortality. What way do they want to achieve it? We can talk about it in another
Sure.
Because it's so much information. I have a lot of information from the Illuminati because I was simply, they are not joking. They are
serious.
They are deceitful. So maybe in the LieKillers videos, and they say it themselves, that maybe 10% is deception, but 90% is true. But when they will start their real New World Order, it hasn't started yet, then it will be 90% deception at least.
Okay, and they believe their own stuff, okay? They are committed to what they believe they're going to do, all right? And I don't think they're going to get to do it.
But you know what? I have been not only following, but working with this since late last days of February 2013.
Yes.
And, I have been working actively, and in the beginning 2013, the situation for us humans looked very close to hopeless. The situation is very different now, and
yes.
I can tell you that the head of Illuminati, he is telling you that he knows that he will lose, but it's up to us how many people we allow him to kill, to take down. But if you, you know, I can tell you two things, like as an example.
Okay.
X-Men, the film X-Men Apocalypse, it's about the Illuminati really, and in the beginning of the film, if you listen the words, the lines, there are 3 sentences. The second sentence is something like, if you tell them, the Illuminati elite, if you tell them the prophecy, they will live in the fear for the future, something like that. He is telling that if they knew the prophecy is that they will lose. They would live in the fear for the future. Listen just to that. It's actually, I mean, it's Hollywood production. Who
Exactly.
who
And
is
they're dramatizing, okay, and they're trying to get us all worked up. And all right. And so because I know there are layers of hierarchy over the Illuminati and over all the races and at the galactic level and at the HU1 level, there the whole universe is a hierarchy stacked with beings that have lived for a long, long time, a lot longer than we have, okay? And so this drama that is going on is visible to probably the whole universe, all right? It's playing out.
Yeah.
And I have made a decision, and I'm going to carry that out at YouTube. I refuse to allow them to get me to be scared of them.
Yes.
I'm going to stand on the behavior that I believe is moral and right and good, and I'm going to do that. And if they kill me, they kill me. If they don't kill me, I'll live on, and when they're gone, I'll do something else. But living in fear is not a choice that I'm going to make.
Yes, and I agree. I don't live with fear either. Absolutely not. I'm fighting on as you do. Absolutely. And
Just giving out information and to people so they know what somebody has in mind, but just because the Illuminati have this in mind doesn't mean that the universe is going to let them carry it out.
Emily, I am focused on that we little humans, will fix it. So I am concentrated and focused on that we will fix it against them. They have attacked us.
Okay, you can believe that. You can believe that we humans can fix it.
Yes.
I don't know who will fix it, but I believe that it'll get fixed.
Yes, yes, but not without a lot of work.
Vigilance,
Not
yes, with vigilance and care.
all of us
And
have to work with this.
yes,
All of us.
yes, because
And,
by our awareness and our awareness of what can happen when people get crazy, we pull together and we treat each other better. We take better care of each other.
yes, yes.
And we help each other because we know there are some nutcases out here who want to do us harm.
Yes.
So yes, we have to know about the danger, but we have to know what we can do. And to stand with our principles and help each other is what we can do.
Yes, love to each other and love for truth, to telling the truth.
Exactly so.
Yes.
Yes.
And the second that I would mention that where the Illuminati or the head of Illuminati is expressing that it's tough for him. You know that Super Bowl songs and in Europe the Eurovision is the Illuminati's propaganda. So if you would listen to the Eurovision winner 2019, he doesn't sing about. It sounds that he's talking about some girl or love or so. This is something completely else, and it's about that the head of Illuminati has hard time in this fight. And it would be great to do another video only about that, about
Okay.
the song. It's named Arcade, and you know that arc, as I've heard, the arc is some device how you get into other places in the universe. So and arc of Noah was the way how Noah has saved himself and his family. It was ark. So the ark, RARC, like lift to another, if you want to go somewhere else to another planet that I have heard that they have. They called it ark also, and it's the way how you could survive a flooding here that was the Great Flood. So we would talk about this more. I will explain more what I meant now. We take it like a cliffhanger. But okay, Emily, I have been talking a lot and discussed. I wanted to say also this RFID chip, when you hear this, how they can manipulate your mind, could you go to the court and say your neighbor took this RFID chip, he can be manipulated to take a gun and kill you, actually? So,
I don't know.
Yeah, no, but what I mean, could we think that way, that you can, in that case, by law, make it forbidden for your neighbor to take it? It's just a discussion.
Okay, in this state where I live, California governor is a globalist. Okay, he set up sanctuary cities. He has stopped the maintenance on all the dams. He is set to rewild California and to completely reorganize California. He's Pelosi's nephew. He's just as far out as Jerry Brown was, okay? And so California has no defense against the Illuminati because we've got one in the governor's office.
Yeah, I see it another way. We have defense, and one of defense forces. You are a part of defense forces, Deborah Tavares in StopTheCrime.net.
We hope so.
Our defense forces, and I have a plan. I have an idea that we could.
Okay.
So
what's your idea?
We could discuss it in another video because it's a lot, and we have been talking in 1 hour now. Only I thought that we have been talking like a few minutes, but it's quite a long time now. So could we decide, Emily, when would you like to talk about Nibiru? Which day? How many days from now?
You mentioned next Monday at the same time at 7 o'clock, my time.
Shall we take Nibiru or shall we take your research?
Let's take Nibiru because my research has to do with that.
Okay, so we take Nibiru on your Monday evening, my Monday morning.
But I've got to hear what you know about Nibiru, because if you're hearing something different, I have to go back and check.
Absolutely.
Okay.
It's good that we discuss and say, is it possible what the Illuminati are saying? I will tell you what they are saying.
Okay, you'll tell me what they're saying, and I'll have to figure out if it works with what I know or not. Now, they might be telling you the truth. They might not be telling you the truth. I might know the truth. I might not know the truth.
Yeah.
We'll just have to figure it out.
Yes, absolutely. And we are working, we are the defense forces of humanity. We are part of it, and we are trying to recruit others.
That's right.
Okay. Thank you so much, Emily.
It's good to talk to you. I enjoy it very, very much.
I enjoy it. I love it. And we talk more in the beginning of next week.
Okay, next, I'll send you a message on Skype and we'll get together.
Great.
All right. Now, how do I turn this off?
You don't need to turn it off at all. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.